The following Let's Play has been rated not safe for young children. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, mwahahaha! Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we finally made it to the country of Woodward Prairie, and found a town that was seemingly abandoned. Apparently, everybody in that town has come here. I assume that that town has been cursed for some random reason. If I had to guess, maybe considering the other curses, probably everybody who sets foot in the town gets turned into chickens or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk to people and find out what's going on. Let's start with this person who's decked out in armor. I used to be brave, but after I saw two of my fellow villagers killed by the chaos before my eyes, I lost any confidence I had. My armor is merely the shell of the woman I used to be. I seriously want to make a joke about that, but I can't think of anything good. Very few towns are still standing in the Woodward Prairie. I hope other shelters have been organized since there were so many victims of the attacks. Oh, so it's not really curses that we're dealing with here. The villages just got attacked is all. Hello, fellow refugees. Please, allow me to treat your wounds. Thank you! I needed that. As long as I'm in this menu, I want to bring up something rather important. For a while I had been complaining about not knowing what any of these stats do. It's like, they give me certain equipment that increases special stats, and it's like, I don't really know what that does. Well, I feel a bit silly now. As it turns out, they're all listed in the instruction booklet. So, let me see here. If I could get to the right page. I knew I should have marked it. I know where it is. It's right in the middle of the book, right before the middle of the book, actually. Did I pass it? I am not prepared! Oh, here it is. The first thing I want to bring up here is what it says for agility. The character's agility. It affects turn order and a character's ability to dodge attacks. No, the ability to dodge attacks is nice, but affects turn order? I'm pretty sure that for the second dungeon, I had a piece of equipment that increased my agility for... Did I have it on one person or two? Actually, I don't know. You know, maybe I did have it. From what I remember, it didn't actually affect anything, but maybe it did somehow. I don't know. Oh, and Enrage, the thing that... Here, where is it? Yeah, that. That means that whoever's wearing it gets attacked more. I guess that could have a purpose, but it's not something I'm interested in. Anyway, I've got the instruction book at my side now, so I'll have that whenever I need it. Are there breakable walls here? As it turns out, I did miss some breakable walls inside the fire cave. Go downstairs? No. That's probably important stuff downstairs. Hey, a lizard man! I hope I get an animal person in my party. It's too bad the village of my people no longer exists. Aww. It sat on the edge of the water and had a beautiful view of both the prairie and the sea. I miss it very much. By the way, I'm not entirely sure if it's important here, but as it turns out I can't remember if I mentioned this, but people do say, you know what? Here, let's do this. Yes, I'll run right through this person to go downstairs. Seriously, I'm so far away from the stairs. Oh, another lizard person. I've been told that the village of the Lupo Canis up in the Northlands was destroyed not too long ago. Other than the human villages, that just leaves the village of the Rito Eris here on the prairie. Yeah, I was right. That place on the far edge of the map is that town. I wonder if I can enter it now. I'll have to try. It's very sad. As I was saying anyway, people say things differently depending on whether it's night and day. Not really an important feature, but it's a nice touch. Of course, I'm not about to go out of my way to wait until morning to talk to people. Alright, we got a couple people here. I was told that I was very near to getting my next party member, and that it was a woman. And that has a woman, and that has a woman. So one of these two people is going to be my next party member, potentially. The problem is, I want to talk to that new party member last. I'm going to bet that that's the person, because having an archer on my team would be pretty useful at this point. I was wrong! Are you a refugee from one of the destroyed towns too? Yes, I'm from the town of Arkilon that was to the east of the shelter. The town was pillaged and obliterated a few days ago. Obliterated? Yes, from what I've heard, one would never even know that a town once stood on that spot. You heard wrong! Every last stone has vanished. And you've been staying here ever since? That's right. What town are you two from? We're from Zenith, over in Lake Countryside. I see. So the chaos are destroying towns in the lake now as well. Ah, no, the chaos haven't destroyed our town, though they have begun appearing in the lake. Then what brings you here to the prairie and the shelter? Lester and I are actively fighting the chaos. You're serious? We are. It doesn't make any sense to sit and wait for others to do something. I've learned that in order to get what you want, you have to work for it. Rothgar and I both want to live in a peaceful world in which the chaos no longer exists. Well, who are we to demand that others go out and fight for us? We have to fight for ourselves. I see. When you put it that way, it does seem wrong to expect others to do the work for me. I too want to live in a free world, as I'm sure everyone does. Not everybody has the ability to fight against the chaos, but those of us who do should be willing to fight for our right to live. Looks like you've enlightened another one, Lesterd. Yes, I know I said Lesterd. It's the truth. I would like to join you if it's okay. I want to actively participate in the fight against the chaos. Of course you can join us. What's your name? I'm Ariel. So where do we go from here? I'd like to see what's become of Arkilon with my own eyes, if it's not too much trouble. No, that's actually a good idea. I'm sure we can find something of value in one of the ruined towns. Alright, we should get going as soon as possible. Alright, so... Yay! We got a new party member! And she's at our... I just noticed that our HP levels are almost the same. So, let's see what we got here. We got Ariel, who is a human female, balanced. I don't think that matters. What is that stat for? I think it's for AI. Oh, that reminds me. Let me open up my instruction booklet here. One of these stats is actually kind of pointless for party members. Here we are, I think. Yeah, here we are. Which one was it? Intelligence. This stat influences how effective the AI will be if you encounter members of a character class as enemies. In other words, it's completely useless for playable characters. It's only there for AI playable characters or something like that. enemies who aren't monsters, basically. So, let's see here. She's got those stats. Almost as powerful as Rothgar, naturally more and stronger than Lester. Magical, she's stronger than Rothgar. She's got in between defense. You know, this is more proof that, look at the agility stats here. This is more proof that agility doesn't actually affect turn order. Because they're all different, but despite the boss battles, how long they've been so far, it's not affecting anything. Your speeds are... they still have this exact same speed. Maybe what it actually means is, if everybody tied at the same speed, this determines which person gets the turn first, or something like that. But if that's the case, what does affect how fast the ATB gauge goes up? Oh, and luck? Let me open my instruction book. You know, I should just leave it open to that one page. Luck affects critical hits. So if you want to get a lot of critical hits, or at least more critical hits, the rabbit foot would have been helpful. I think it's better to have the silver ring. Which reminds me. Does she have any items? She has a healing herb, revival herb, and stuff. Pyrite blade. A sword forged from iron pyrite, perfect for combat. What is pyrite? And there's the shield. So, this gives me an opportunity to... Actually, never mind. I'm not really going to worry about my item list here, because we've got room and stuff. So what skills does she bring to the party? Air blade. A slash that creates a miniature gust of wind. You know, it never really makes sense how wind can actually damage you, unless it had shrapnel in it. Let's see, cost 7 MP. Or is it HP? No, it's MP. That's definitely magic. And Flare Blade, a sword slash that leaves a nasty burn. So, those might be useful. Alright. Well, now that we got a girl in our party, we're going to do this. Lester may be the leader, but honestly, I'd rather be a woman than some random guy I don't know. So this person was not a party member. And it's a guy. Oops! Is the world really going to end? There's so much that I haven't done in my life. I always dreamt of traveling to the Northlands and watching the auroras, but I guess there's nothing beautiful left to see up there. Well, I'm sure the auroras are still there. Alright. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be seeing anything differently with this new party member in tow. Alright, so here we are on the world map. I would like to say that, yes, I know the screen is dark. The screen is actually really dark on my end too, so you're not alone. I can barely see the path. In case you're wondering, the path is right here. And it goes this way. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. I tried fiddling with the settings of my emulator a little. Or emulator? My capture device. I'm not playing on an emulator. I can't even emulate PS2. There's no way my computer would be able to do that. Anyway, I tried fiddling with the stats and... I'm gonna have to go there to get items. Up there, the town of the Rito Heiress. Anyway. I cannot get the brightness any better than this. Also, in case you're wondering why I'm trying to stick to the path, or maybe you aren't, it depends on whether you can see the path, it's because, as it turns out, there are no enemy encounters on the path. Which is weird, because you think that with this being the more cursed area, there'd be enemies everywhere here, and it'd be on the lake countryside where certain areas had no enemies. Anyway, let's head into town here. Actually, I have some things to explain. Possibly. I'm fairly certain. Alright, so when we enter this town, is the gate going to be inexplicably open? How gruesome. It's just like you said, Ariel. Everything is just gone. I can't believe it. And to think that this has happened to other villages too. It seems unlikely that we'll find any leads here. I don't know. I feel a strange presence here. A presence? How does it compare to the others? It's very different. It doesn't seem as dark, but it does feel more powerful. Is it a chaos? It's a battle. What? Okay, I'm beginning to notice a pattern here with the... Oh, what is it? What I was trying to say here? A pattern with the battle themes here. I'm not going to call it out yet because maybe it doesn't matter, or maybe it's not the case, but... Wait, what are we fighting anyway? I didn't actually think to check here. We are fighting something called Chaos Earth. So yes, it is definitely a chaos. Well, I must say this was unexpected. Well, not entirely unexpected. I mean, I kind of expected that we'd be fighting in some boss battle here in the town, but I didn't think it'd be at the entrance of the town. Alright, so let's check out her regular attack first. 27 damage. That's decent. Physical attack up. That's not good. I wonder if there's going to be a dispel ability. Also, I'd like to say that it is awesome that I have 3 party members. You know what? I might as well use this. I'm going to get healed after the battle anyway. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's going to be used a few times. Oh, we all got the turn at the same time. Okay, I'm fairly certain that Ariel has the same, or has a higher agility than Hrothgar or Lester, so... No, I'm very much confused what agility actually affects. Aside from evasion, I guess. Yep, it's the same turn order. Lester has the slowest speed in our party. Oh wait, we gotta do this. Ha! Alright, but out of curiosity here, since this is magic, let's see, a regular magic attack was 27. That's 44, so we don't need to use that with War Song. I don't think it's War Song is stackable. I'm pretty sure I tried that in a Ronin story. Yeah, we're going to be causing some nice damage now. Has this guy even attacked? Let's see. Flare Blade. 56. Not especially powerful. That is. Glad I'm at full health. Alright. New plan. Lester, you're going to spend your turns casting Vitalize. It's not particularly useful, but... think of it like a weak version of Reagan. Basically, he's going to be our Reagan. Or Regen, however you want to pronounce it. I always pronounce it Reagan. I'm probably wrong. Man, that's pathetic. Why did you set it at such a low amount? So she's got physical attack up. Of course, there's that. Well, screw that. I don't want to miss in this fight. Especially because of that. So I'm gonna have just Lester heal himself a few times. And for Ariel, I'm just gonna spend her MP. She doesn't need to save it for anything. I will say that the difference between Air Blade and Flare Blade are negligible. There's not much difference, and I forget what the cost difference was. Let me see. I'm pretty sure Air Blade was 7, so let's see here. 13. It's more cost efficient to use Air Blade than it is Flare Blade. Alright, now we're taking a bit of damage here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have her use her magic there. Use skills, vitalize, Ariel. So this guy is definitely putting the hurt on us. Hero was thinking earlier that, hey, I've got this battle, but that was when I realized that he hadn't attacked yet. So it's like, what am I going to be dealing with here? This battle has lasted so long that the soundtrack looped. I think what's going on with that is, unlike most games, agility down. And yet our stuff went up the same amount. Or did it? I'm curious if that's going to affect turn order so that the monster gets to attack before Ariel does. What was I saying? I meant to heal Ariel, but whatever. It's not wasted. Yeah, you go ahead and keep doing that. Oh, hey, there we go. Well, I could use this opportunity to just wail on him, but I'm going to use the opportunity to... Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. I was talking about how the music, instead of like most games where it actually plays some special song file that's programmed to loop at a certain point. For RPG Maker 3, what they did is they recorded like an MP3 or something like that, and recorded the song looping for several minutes, and it just repeats that. And eventually they run out of whatever they recorded, and so the song is forced to just start over. It's not the only game that's done that, actually. I played other games that have had the song repeat like start over like it does in RPG Maker 3. Her attack's probably just as powerful, but I want to not miss. Lester's almost out of healing. This battle's lasting a while. Huh. Yeah, I'm tempted to use Flare Blade, but it really isn't all that much more. Oh, there we go. Didn't need to use Flare Blade. The difference is just too small. It's not really worth the extra MP cost. Life Ring. That sounds useful. I bet I know what it does. This town just seems to be a dead end. I agree, coming here was a mistake. I'm sorry. It may be beneficial to visit a town that is still standing to learn more about the chaos. Ariel, do you know of any nearby towns that have not been destroyed? I'm not sure what's nearby, but it might be best to visit Valeron, the village of the Rito Eris. They watch over the prairie from their perch high above. I'm sure they can give us some help. Where is Valeron? It sits among the hills on the other side of the river. You should be able to see it from outside the town's walls. I could see it from all the way across the country. Unfortunately, the land bridge that leads over there is a bit out of the way, and we'll have to go into Chaos territory. We're already into Chaos territory. That's fine. I'm sure the Rito Eris can offer us valuable guidance. We should go. So, just real quick, before I end this episode, what does the Life Ring do? I bet it automatically revives party members. A magic ring that recovers a small amount of HP during battle. Okay, so it's not the auto-revive, but it is the Reagan thing that I was mentioning earlier. Actually, I wasn't actually mentioning the Reagan thing, I was just mentioning Reagan, but that's essentially what this is. I don't think it's entirely that great. I think I had an item like this in a Rana story and it didn't recover all that much. But I'm going to go ahead and... Right. Gotta go to items to do stuff with it. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Ariel, and she can recover... Actually, wait. Who has the lowest defense here? Actually, never mind. That hardly matters. Well, what about health? Hardly matters. Right then. Well, actually, here, what I'm going to do is... No. Give that to Lester. Lester's going to equip this because... he can't equip it. Huh. Alright, guess you're getting a life ring, Ariel. Alright, so... that's pretty much it for now. Next time, we're going to go ahead and explore this town here, and I'm going to explain some things that should really be pointed out about how the gate over there is mysteriously opened for us. What's your name? I'm Ariel. If you don't recognize that song, I pity your childhood.